let me ask you this then, because everything you just said, and you've repeated the voting record several times, and I understand, but it sounds like someone that's not completely done with politics. Let me phrase a question. I know everyone's asked the same question. I want to phrase it a little differently. Are you done in electoral politics? Is it done for Marjorie Taylor-Greene? Will I see you 6 months from now where you'll come on my show and say, I'm making an announcement, I'm going to have to endorse you? Like, what is your future via electoral politics?
Shelley, I've been asked that over and over. I have no future plans right now. I don't even have any plans for what I'm doing next month right now, which thank God for that. I'm really happy about that. My plans are spending time with my family and my friends. However, I can tell you on my way out, I introduced 2 bills that I hope my colleagues will take a look at. It takes a long time to get your bill text back from the lead shop. So I've been waiting on these bill texts to be finished for several months. And unfortunately, I just got them last week, but I went ahead and introduced them. One of them is to eliminate H-1B visas to support American jobs. And the other bill requires photo ID and proof of citizenship to vote in all federal elections, because I believe in election integrity so much, and I believe only Americans should be in our elections.
What do you say to Vice President Vance and to a larger extent President Trump and to people like myself who say those H-1B visas, they're not enough Americans to fill those jobs? What do you say to that situation?
Well, my bill makes an exception in the medical industry. It gives a 10-year phase out. There are enough Americans for pretty much all other job sectors, but you're right. The medical industry is where we have a real shortage with nurses and doctors. And my bill makes an exception for that. And it also helps change the way that scholarships are given to foreign students. And it makes it a lot better for American students to pursue careers in the medical industry. So that was my solution for that, was to give a 10-year phase out and encourage American students to get back into medical school. I think this is a huge priority. And so I would urge, whether it's President Trump, Vice President Vance, the Republicans in the House, the Senate, or even Democrats, I would urge all lawmakers to help this be a priority to promote American students into jobs in the medical field, but also American students overall in all job sectors and American workers overall.
I want to go back to the previous question about running again. And I know you've answered it a lot of times. I've heard it and you've just said it to me. But one of the interesting things, and I don't know if this is Shelley being the cynical New Yorker or Shelley being the talk show host, but you say right now, and one of the fascinating races we have in Georgia, we have a Senate race with 2 guys running to the right of Donald Trump and Buddy Carter and Mike Collins, and then Derek Dooley with no electoral experience at all. Do you see that race as a lane for you, that Senate race? I know you hate the Senate, but is that something? I know. I
don't know how to.
I know.
I've answered this like so many times, and I'm always blown away that I get asked again. I put out a lengthy.
I know.
May,
I got
a lengthy post explaining why I'm not running for the Senate. So I'll refer back to my lengthy post. It had nothing to do with Donald Trump. It had everything to do with Marjorie Taylor-Greene.
Understood.
My own views of the Senate and how I have no interest of ever running for the United States Senate because it's completely broken. It's where all good ideas go to die. They have a 60-vote rule that none of them ever want to get rid of because they love uniparty rule. They never want to accomplish anything in the Senate. I have no interest of going there, and I'm not endorsing anyone in this Senate race.
Gotcha. Speaking of endorsements, today's your last day.
I just want to know.
We'll clear that up. We're done. Okay. I can ask about governor, but I'll leave that alone as well.
I'm not running for governor.
I got that. I understand. That one. Yeah. We'll move on.
Okay.
In your seat, about a dozen or more people have announced to run to replace you. Some very big names politically, some good local names. Has anyone approached you for an endorsement, or are you thinking about endorsing anybody in that race, in your race, and yours for your seat?
I made it clear from day one, I will not be endorsing any candidate. I truly leave it up to the good people of Georgia's 14th district. It's up to them to decide. And I don't think it should be the president weighing in or some other organization or group. I really think it should be the voters in Georgia 14 that pick their next representative. And I really hope that the candidates in the special election, they need to make their campaigns about themselves, their record, whether it's business or military or whatever their record is, and their own platform. And I truly hope they stick to that. Don't make it about me. It's not about me and my record. And they need to keep it on themselves and what they plan to do for the people of the 14th district, not for Washington, not for the PACs, not for the special interests, not for the big donors, but really what
Not
they
for President Trump, not for President Trump either,
not
because
for
several of
president. No, the job title, Shelley, and this is, I'm glad, thank you. The job title is representative. It's not servant of the president. It's not Republican Party. It's not any of that. The job title is representative. So I really hope that they campaign on how they plan to represent the people.
That's awesome. That's a great answer, and I appreciate that very much.